Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us bright and early or late and dark at the end of what I'm sure has been a long, eventful week. My name is Jaime Fernandez-Fisac.
And I am Felix von der Galski, and on behalf of all of us on the organizing committee, it's a huge pleasure to welcome all of you to the third installment of the debates on the future of robotics research, and the second to take place online virtually as an open workshop. We are very excited to jump into the first of our three gripping debates that we've prepared for you today. But first things first, we want to give you a bit of background on what these debates are, what this is about, and how this will work.
After a very well-received in-person debut at ICRA 2019, the then small organizing committee, comprised of 4 intrepid roboticists from the University of Toronto, decided to grow their robotics debates experiment into a larger interinstitutional effort. And this is how some of us joined the team in the fall of 2019, enamored by the vision of lively, thought-provoking discussions around the big questions in our field, finding a persistent place at robotics conferences. When the pandemic struck, forcing us to transition to a remote format, we worried that it wouldn't be possible to recreate the same kind of engagement and excitement that had characterized the first in-person debates. Still, we tried our best. To our delight and relief, the 2020 virtual debates had a wonderful reception, and despite the inevitable technical and personal challenges, they were attended by over 1,000 people from around the world. Today, almost exactly a year later, almost exactly 1 year later, we are proud to bring the debates back to the virtual stage and to all of your homes and offices. While we miss the warmth and proximity of in-person discussions, the difficult times from the last year have also shown us that our community is able to stay close despite the imposed distance. We hope that today's discussions will continue to bring us together across time zones, backgrounds, and beliefs, and that through healthy disagreements and constructive exchanges, we can each walk away with useful insights that can help us do our part in moving our field forward. So let me now take a moment to introduce the mix of new and seasoned members making up this year's organizing committee. I will ask each organizer to turn on their video when I introduce them and say a quick hello. Brian Wang, a PhD candidate at Cornell University, who is our technical chair.
Hello, everyone.
Mayra Saboya, a postdoctoral researcher at Vale Institute of Technology in Brazil, working with NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Yes. Hi.
Matthew Gamu, a PhD candidate at the University of Toronto.
Hi, everyone.
Patricia Alves Oliveira, a postdoctoral research associate at the University of Washington.
Hi, everyone.
Sarah Tang, a former motion planning tech lead at Neuro.
Hi, friends.
Sudarshan Suresh, a PhD candidate, a PhD student at Carnegie Mellon University.
Hello.
Professor Florian Schurti at the University of Toronto.
Hello.
Professor Jonathan Kelly, also at the University of Toronto.
Hi, everybody.
Professor Sylvia Herbert at the University of California, San Diego.
Hello, all.
And your 2 general co-chairs, and only for the next couple of minutes, Masters of Ceremonies, Felix von Regalski, a senior researcher at Omron Cynic X in Japan.
It's me, hi. And the second general co-chair, Jaime Fernandez-Fisac, assistant professor at Princeton University.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
We are also very lucky to have kept 2 excellent advisory committee members from previous debates, Valentin Pereturkin, postdoctoral research associate at MIT.
Hi, everyone.
And Lee Clement, lead software engineer at Oxbotica, who isn't here to join us today, but who is in Valentin's picture and who has been of great help to us at every step along the way. The entire committee has worked around the clock and the globe to put together an exciting set of debate topics and a really stellar lineup of debaters and moderators. We really believe that creating a space in our conferences for discussions like these the ones that you're about to attend and participate in, is essential to help us reflect and grow together as a research community. If we don't stop to think and question and engage in dialogue, we can overlook the underlying concerns, the hidden suffering things might cause, or the unfaced challenges that are behind closed doors sometimes. Closing our minds can lead us down the wrong paths and stifle the growth of our field for decades if we're not careful. We consider these debates important enough that we've advocated since to make them a mainline event at ICRA 2022, a plenary level event even. You can find the article on our website, and who knows, maybe it will happen. As we saw in Tuesday's CSAR plenary by Ken Goldberg and his crew, there's a whole range of perspectives and voices inside our broad community, and they all deserve being listened to. For this year's debates, we have specifically invited not only speakers from a diverse range of backgrounds, but also from closely related fields, such as from artificial intelligence and regulation. We hope that these debates and their perspectives leave you engaged, thoughtful, and hopefully even inspired. The debates will follow a familiar format for those of you who've attended the previous debates. Each debate will be 18 minutes long and feature 4 debaters, 2 arguing in favor of a particular proposition and 2 against it, and 1 moderator who will be responsible for facilitating the discussion, keeping time, keeping the peace. Remind you that the debaters do not need to be arguing for their own opinion. Some will be playing devil's advocate to help us understand better and explore the arguments of either side. There will also be 2 virtual hosts per debate from the organizing committee who will introduce the topic and participants.
Very good. Finally, just before we get started, we want to take a moment to extend an invitation to each of you joining us today in the audience. These debates, we think, create an exciting discussion space, but the space itself isn't nearly as important as what is discussed and who steps in to lead the discussion. These are non-trivial decisions, to say the least, and while we deeply hope that you will be happy with our choices for this year, in the end, there's nobody more qualified to make these decisions than you. So, if you enjoyed today's debates and you'd like to see more in the future, or if you don't enjoy the debates and have ideas on how to make them better, we could really use your help organizing next year's edition.
Oh, actually another last thing before we start the first debates. Remember that underneath the live stream, if you scroll down right now, you can ask questions and participate in the polls. There's a Slido underneath this video on our website. You can also watch directly on YouTube and Zoom and use the chat, but that's only for chat and not for questions. For the debate interaction, we will look in the Slido underneath this video. And well, with that said, get your seaweed flavored popcorn and get your energy shakes and let Florian and Matt take you to the first debate.